Woo. What up, y'all? It's your man Abuamerican. We're back. What's up, man?
Doing
How
fine.
you doing?
Hello all. Yeah, doing fine. Had a pleasant day, and of course, make a little bit marketing for our own channel with the official Blockchain Bros T-shirt, available
Yeah,
through one of the links probably underneath here on the YouTube video.
yeah. It's on my Gumroad, I think.
Yeah.
It's on my Gumroad. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna do some grooming here. Got to take care of the beard. You know, this is like confirmation of the beard instead of the blockchain on confirm. This is how you confirm the beard. So yeah, man, it's been a minute, man. I took a week off to as you know. I mean, I took a week off of all my live shows so I could focus on this cultivate crypto, crypto mindset course. Dude, it's so much information. I don't even know. Sometimes I just blank out. I'm just like, I just switch off, bro, because it's just so much information and it's detailed, like deep diving on info. There's no way. The first two episodes, no joke. The first two episodes, walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah, Abu Future Trunks. First two episodes, you can stop and like you'd make money. Just the first two lives of the crypto, mindset course, you could stop and you can make money with what you learned there. So it's been awesome, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to learn about cryptocurrency. I believe you immediately. I know for myself, I tend to keep things quite level, not getting too much into the specifics because, well, let's just say people like us are a little bit of a rare breed. We know quite a lot about cryptocurrency, but there's still a greater majority out there. And if you talk Bitcoin, they're like, what was it? Digital currency? Yeah, something like it.
Mask says it. I'm in it now. My brain hurts. He's right, man. Sometimes I just sit here and I'm serious. I have to like go back like 20 minutes and then pause it and let it just like zone out. And I know we're talking crypto here, but let me just say this. I came to a realization also. I can watch like when I need to go to sleep, I watch ghost videos. Literally, no joke. I watch like ghost videos and jinn videos and like crazy shadow people videos and stuff. I love that stuff. It makes me fall asleep. I'm just like 5 minutes later.
You're not the only one.
I can watch that for like hours. But this stuff is such focused and concentrated information. It's like your brain starts to hurt. And I just realized that like all that TikTok, YouTube stuff is like it's like the fast food in the mind. You know what I mean? And it's really easy and fast to consume, but you don't really get a lot of benefit from it. And then something that you get a lot of benefit from, it's hard to digest, and that goes mentally also. So, yeah. He said, "I hope you were there for the taxes." That's actually, I think that's the next one I have to watch, bro. I made the first one live, and after that, I fell behind, and I've just been watching them in on the playbacks. The next one is airdrops and then tax. So the tax one is another one away. So I got to watch the one on airdrops and I got to do a tax. I actually got an airdrop on accident, man, through Coinbase, man. I took all of their like crap coins that they gave me for free and I converted it all into Bitcoin. I don't think that was the plan. I was like, they were probably like, "Hey, wait, what? What? You weren't supposed to do that."
There's a lot of coins Coinbase puts on offer you can earn for free, but in reality are shit coins, and sometimes there's just that one little golden nugget that, well, you miss out.
They were crap coins. They really were. They were like, you had to watch. Basically, what you had to do is you had to watch a video or two, and then answer a question, and then they gave you like free coins. So I did like all of them. It came out with like $60-$70 worth of coins. I just converted it all to Bitcoin. I just transferred it to my wallet.
But I think that's their main strategy. But at the very least, it's legit.
No, they were legit projects. Yeah, they're just trying to get people interested in it so that they like buy a whole bunch of it before they dump it on you. I was just like, it's like, thanks for the free cash. Thanks for the free Bitcoin, guys. I just stacked some sats.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who actually use that kind of strategy. Myself, when I got into it for the very first time, also earned my very first Bitcoins by doing, well, the Bitcoin earn programs, trying to have people click on the link to join up, and then we'll convert everything to Bitcoin. and for a time keeping it there before withdrawing all towards a private wallet. That latter part is something they do not like all too much, but yeah, can't really force to stop it. I believe, yeah.
Sorry, I got a message here. Sorry, 1 second. What?
Yeah, also I see here in the comments, like when it concerns about taxes, I know there's a lot of things to be said about it, but I tend to adhere to the general rule: never convert back to fiat by reason. At that point in time, they can't leverage taxes. That's a general rule here in Europe when it comes down to it. So
Yeah. Generally, I'm just trying to stack. So it's like, yeah, sometimes I convert some stuff to what do you call this to fiat, but not really. Not that often. What is this? I'm
yeah,
sorry, guys. I just got like some crazy messages, and I'm just kind of trying to figure it all out. It's like, what is going on here? Sorry, guys. I hate to be like all distracted online with you guys here, but it's just like, what exactly is happening here? Anyway, I'll have to look at it after the show. What's up, Red Sings the Blues? So yeah, I would definitely say like the next quarter of the crypto mindset. Guys, get your money right, and get in that course, man. The value. And here's the thing: the next course, anybody who's in this course can get in the next course. You don't have to pay for the next course again. So all the subsequent courses you get in for free. So it's like, even though only 504 people joined, 504 people. I mean, 504 people joined this course. There was like 900 and something people in the course. So, if you don't absorb it the first time, you can always get it second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, 10th time, however many times they run it. It's definitely a good investment in terms of like, understanding cryptocurrency, learning and all this type of stuff. And strategies, how to read the charts, all this type of stuff, Fibonacci method, and all these things that you need to know if you're going to get into trading. How to read, charts. It's crazy. It's insane. What DEX would you recommend? That's a good one. They talked about DEXs in the course. They covered a lot of DEXs.
Myself privately, I have fair confidence in Bangkok and with Uniswap. I know there's something like a sushi. Always got trouble pronouncing that.
Sushi swap.
Sushi swap, and there was the other pancake swap. I know pancake swap. Some take it quite seriously, but I have a gut feeling, some difficulties with them as a decentralized exchange. So I prefer to go Bangkok and Uniswap. I don't know what you have as a preference, but yeah.
I use Uniswap. Uniswap, I have my MetaMask, wallet attached, synced with it, and so I use Uniswap. Uniswap is what I use. There's a few others. I think like 1inch is also one. 1inch is pretty good, I heard, but I haven't used it. But yeah, exactly, 1inch. Yeah, H1, 1inch. I've heard a lot of good about 1inch, but I personally haven't used it. For everything that I do and I need, which isn't a lot, I use Uniswap. So
yeah. Uniswap is the most renowned, and things like Sushi Swap and the sushi thingy and the pancake swap. Yeah, well, everything which ends with swap at the end tends to be a clone from Uniswap, and just with a few modified coding in the blockchain. That's it about really. So, and I myself am of the opinion it's better to get back to the source, to have a decent working platform. So Uniswap it is when it concerns my part.
Yeah. Good question here. Uniswap fees are killing me. Yeah, indeed. Them fees are crazy. The biggest thing that if you trust it, you just leave it there. If it's not a huge amount of money, leave it there. If you're not dealing with like, tens of thousands or something, or thousands and thousands upon dollars, something that, wouldn't be painful to lose, just leave it on Uniswap. Because indeed, once you introduce everything back into the system, those gas fees are going to eat you alive, dude. They're, so unless you're dealing with like some serious cash, just leave it there.
That's a little bit a problem with the current DeFi. most are being built on the Ethereum network, and gas fees are simply insane. So that's one of the current weaknesses with DeFi. The other one is the kind of vampirism, where clones from Uniswap, for example, can provide higher liquidity in Uniswap tokens than the decentralized exchange itself. It's
Yep.
another problem that needs to be fixed, but that's something future-wise. Still got good hopes for it.
Is it worth putting my coins on a Ledger Nano? I'm looking to hold for a long time, but the tax on my exchange is kind of high if I want to send it out. You mean the transaction fees? Again, the same thing applies. If you're not talking about thousands of dollars, man, just leave it on the exchange. And you're going to want to do that anyway. I don't want to leak too much from the course, but like if we see a spike on the Ethereum network in terms of the prices, the gas fees are going to shoot up also, and so you need to look out for that also. It's, where you have like a reverse strategy. And I'm not gonna drop too much from the course, but you need to have like sort of like a reverse strategy where you have everything on a exchange, before price increases happen, as opposed to other way around. So if you're not dealing with a lot of money, bro, like a whole lot of money, like I know a guy, he's in my men's community. Dude's got like on exchange, he's got $1 million on exchanges. Between stocks and crypto, he's got $1 million on exchanges. The dude's nuts.
Yeah,
he's crazy.
For Abu Future Trunks, perhaps you can withdraw the coins towards your Ledger Nano, but make sure they are not Ethereum based, because everything that is Ethereum based, the ERC20 tokens and others following other protocols, they tend to have high gas fees. But something like Bitcoin, worthwhile to put on your Ledger Nano.
Yeah, I put all my Bitcoin on my cold storage. The fees are so cheap. I picked the lowest fees possible, and it still goes through. It still gets confirmed. You do that on Ethereum, and it's going to most likely get rejected. And what's going to happen is, if you pick the lowest fee, you're probably going to end up just paying the fee, and then your transaction is going to fail. Then you're just going to be losing money. So
that's the main reason why I said if it's Ethereum based, keep it on the exchange. If it's another coin like Bitcoin or even Ravencoin, which have their own blockchain, are not dependent on a secondary network like Ethereum or something, you just withdraw it. In all other cases, leave it on the exchange.
When will we have a swap that allows us to acquire ERC20 tokens on a swap with low fees? Everybody's asking that question, bro. That's the question of the century right now. Pancake is good, but there are only a limited number of pairs. Yeah, I mean, everybody's looking for gas fees to come down. And this is unfortunately one of the things that the devs of Ethereum, they kind of tricked the public into believing that EIP 1559 was going to fix all this, and it's not, and so what's going to happen is you're going to see a run up, when EIP 1559 comes in, you're going to see gas fees go through the freaking roof, dude, because everybody's going to be excited. They're going to buy in. Ethereum's probably going to go up in price, and then it's just going to be nightmarish gas fees because, yeah, well, the entire network is going to just get congested, dude, more than ever. Remember, it's a matter of the blocks, and miners proposed, and I know this, I'm not just because I'm a miner, but this is important information. Miners are connected in this. Miners said make bigger blocks, and Ethereum for some reason said no. But that's the problem. The blocks are full, and so the gas fees are insane. If the blocks go out half empty, then the gas fees aren't so crazy. And so for whatever reason, Ethereum devs decided to say it's miners' greed and this, that, the other, and yada, yada. And it's not. Nothing's going to be solved with the IP 1559 in terms of gas fees. So when this is going to happen?
Well, it will only happen when the Ethereum development team actually tries to address the situation. And, well, it's something inherent towards the Ethereum blockchain. So, yeah. Future-wise, if they do not fix it between this and say next year, there's going to be a lot of projects jumping ship and simply taking that business on another chain.
Polkadot probably. So here's the thing. Now, when we look at the situation with Ethereum and the gas fees, they said, don't take this with a grain of salt. They said that they are going to try and execute ETH 2.0 this year. But already Tim Bako, or Bakos, or however you say his name, Tim Bako, he said that basically by any type of implementation before October is completely off the list, meaning they will start trying implementation from October over, from October on. So really, October, November, December, you're going to pull in like ETH 2.0 in 3 months? It's not going to happen. So we're not going to see ETH 2.0 this year. Everybody in the ETH community, oh, we're finally getting rid of the miners. Haha, we're going to bring ETH, 2.0 forward. Yeah, you'll probably bring it forward. So that 2 to 3 year window is probably shut down to like a year and a half. It's probably still going to be 2 years. So for Ethereum to find a solution, you're probably not going to see it. Like, you're not going to see it this year for sure. If they pull that off this year, it'll be a miracle. And a miracle with nightmares mixed in with it.
It's a sinking ship, Ethereum. I still keep to my prediction. I'm pretty sure if they do not fix the transaction fees, that they might stand to lose their position as second biggest on the entire market, and that someone else will probably eclipse them as money flows out of it. 100% sure.
So anyway, which brings us to another conversation, which when you look at the numbers and you look at the math, the problem still stands with ETH 2.0. So now you've gone from proof of work, proof of stake, and the blocks are still full. So
there's a problem with the blockchain itself, not really with the miners. And that's
not the miners.
Yeah.
So, and all it's done is made it's anyway, this is a whole nother conversation. Anyway, all it does is centralizes ETH.
Oh, you froze up. Yeah. So until Abuamerican gets back, I'll just read the comments. I can't really.
Okay, this thing does this every show, and I don't know why. That's the weirdest thing. I am like hardwired, so I don't know why. And now it's showing me like a Wi-Fi thing, so my signal's off. Whatever. Abu, should I visit your site to join the course? I don't know which course you mean.
Probably the Crypto Mind course.
No, Crypto Mindset's run in quarters. I will be an affiliate again for the next quarter. I believe in the project more than ever. I believed in it before I joined. Now I believe in it absolutely because I'm in it. And so I'll definitely be an affiliate again, inshallah. So, but when the next quarter comes open, then I'll be popping that link again, that affiliate link.
Yeah, I'll probably join up through your affiliation link. I'm not in it yet.
I have all my crypto in Zotus. Do you think it's worth keeping it there long term? I'm not familiar with Zotus.
I heard a few times about it. Well, my gut feeling, I don't trust it entirely. Might be solid, but I dare not to respond in detail on it, to be honest.
Let me take a look at this again. What is it? I can't even find it.
I know there's an Zotus wallet, but if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, it's not a coin, it's a wallet. I'm looking for a coin. I'm like, what coin is that?
No, it's an exchange or a wallet, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I don't know.
I heard about it a few times. Crypto wallet, yeah, it's a crypto wallet. If I'm not mistaken, it's even a multi-coin wallet. Might be solid, but like I said, not too much experience with it.
Yeah, this actually comes into our topic today, and this is a very important point. Yeah. So, up Future Trunks, regarding the title of the video, a guy on a cryptocurrency Reddit lost 10,000 on crypto. He left it on his exchange simply because he commented the amount of dollars he had. Hackers are more and more slick. Yeah, guys, don't tell anybody how much money you got in crypto. I know everybody wants to brag about it, and everybody's happy about their portfolio and their bag, but really, you just incentivizing someone to try and find you and your bag, Yeah. So that's the number one security, OPSEC, Operation Keep It Secure, personal OPSEC in terms of like your bag and how much you got, you probably want to leave that, private, because there are motivated people who got nothing but time to go out there and try and hack other people, and steal their money. So, yeah.
Also, especially if you say you have a high amount of money of a high amount of cryptocurrency stored on an exchange, it's generally not a very good idea by reason exchanges aren't as secured as they should be. Most exchanges have an option of a two-factor authentication, and well, I tend to use an app, the authenticator from Google, which is randomized, etc. But all my coins are withdrawn from an exchange, even the Ethereum ones. I was in luck that I managed to do so before the high transaction fee. So at that part, I'm quite lucky. But especially if you have a high amount of cryptocurrency and it's stored on an exchange, do not share it. By reason, internet mobs, and going to slightly deviate here, recently, a few weeks ago, I had a small internet mob behind me, pissed off about some, misogynistic commentaries I made in their eyes. I see their face of recognition.
Yeah.
They tried to hack my Twitter account. Luckily, I also use 2FA over there, and my phone was bombarded with, I believe it was easily 40 or 50 messages of people trying to hack my account through my email address, but got caught up with the 2FA that I had activated. So it's an additional layer which can protect, but a very good hacker, which is more smart than using a random password guesser, they can go through with it if needed to be. So leaving it on an exchange isn't really the smartest move, and especially not mentioning it somewhere in a space like Reddit, where it's quite renowned. It's full of
and although it's not impossible, it's very close to impossible if you're using multi-factor authentication. I have to go through like 4 steps of authentication to actually get into my account and transfer stuff around. So, and I've set it up that way. You know, I do it from one phone, and it's like 4-factor. You got all sorts of other stuff. So the person's gonna have to gain access to multiple things, you know, in order to hack your account, your phone, email, this, that, the other. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, so this guy obviously screwed up somewhere, you know, in terms of like his multi-factor authentication and, you know, security system. He obviously didn't have it in place. So if you're going to keep money on an exchange, to make sure you have the highest level of security implemented, you know, before you do something goofy like that. You know?
Connect your phone number, do the authenticator,
Yeah.
add an additional email address, if possible, even recovery phrase if needed, totally randomized, etc. Just make sure your security is as high as possible.
Dot or KSM, what's your pick? Dot is KSM.
Yeah, both are the same.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
KSM, Kusami is the test net for Dot. So basically, if you want to get on the Dot ecosphere or whatever you want to call it, then you can test your apps right now live, or your dApps, or you know, your whatever on the Kusami chain right now. You can test it right now. So Kusami and Dot, I'm heavily invested in both personally.
Yeah, I tend to only hold to Dot because in the end, that's going to be the main one.
Personal question: would you consider staking ETH 2.0 when it goes live, or do you jump ship and move to ADA or Dot first? I'm not staking on Ethereum because I've seen how they treated the miners. So I don't see how they're going to treat validators different. You know, so if you stake, when we're talking about validation of stakes, like validator stakes, I'm not doing that because I've seen how they treated miners, and I don't see why they would treat validators different. You know, I really don't. They've set the precedence that, you know, they're going to push that off on validators. Validators are greedy validators next. You know, now it's greedy miners. So personally, I'm not going back to this again. You'd be amazed at the level of hostility that miners face from the Ethereum community. And 100%, the moment the miners are out of the picture, guess who they're going to blame next? It's the validators. Those guys, it's their fault. So I'm not staking and going into that BS, you know. And besides, if you stake right now with Ethereum, it's like, how long is your money locked up? You got to stake 32 ETH. Okay, they're staking pools, but whatever you stake, it's locked up for like a minimum of like 2 years. Do you know what sort of gains you're losing in 2 years on other coins, you know, including Bitcoin? It just doesn't make sense, dude. It doesn't make sense. And especially for the win that you're going to make. But right now, for 2 years, you can't make a win. So you've got, let's say you can be an entire, you know, node validator yourself, and you have 32 ETH. 32 ETH is like how much right now? Almost $40-something thousand, over $40,000. Why would you lock that up? You know, even when they go live right now, there's a lockup period where you're going to make, you know, where okay, you have a live validator. So let's say it goes live, like you're saying, and you stake those 32 ETH. You're only going to make like 10%. in terms of like, you know, what you not even 10% of your 32 ETH. They're just talking. Yeah, man, it's hard to go into the mining because it's like
You're going to get a percentage, but yeah, it doesn't
basically your win as a validator is going to be lower than the win of a miner. So why would you even put your money in that where it's going to be locked up and they can slash you and take your money, you know, for things that are outside of your control? Why would you sign up for that? There's no way. There's no way. Dude, I don't mess with Cardano. Who's on Cardano? That everybody keeps talking about Cardano, but name me one company that's developing something for the Cardano network. There's nobody. Nobody.
I'm actually surprised about Cardano being third place at the moment as a total market cap. So I believe there's a lot of users investing in it, but there's no development on it.
Yeah, there's no developers on the Cardano network. So I'm not messing with it. So if you were asking me Cardano or
Dot's much more resilient, much more solid.
I'm not familiar with this actually. What do you think about Jay Mazzini scamming the Muslim community with Bitcoins? I don't know. I'm gonna say this though. I'm about to get spicy up in here. Get some water, get some milk, whatever it takes to swallow something spicy. It serves them right. I've been here helping Muslims for years. I've been doing this Abuamerican thing like almost 10 years. You can go back and find 10 years worth of videos. And you know how much money these dudes done donated, live chats, whatever else, super chats, donations, whatever. They cheap. And then when a scam comes along, they jump on it. So you give Muslims meat and bones, you give them good stuff. And I don't know. I'm not going to pay for that. Then you come with some crazy scam and cats is piling onto it. And I've seen this multiple times. I can give you other examples where Muslims have even I fell into a scam. But, you know, I'm just saying, it's like they sucker for fake. It's their own fault, man. It's their own fault.
Yeah, just quickly looked up Jay Mazzini. He's just some kind of influencer who promised, well, a certain amount of money in Bitcoin if you buy parts of his merch. General rule for not getting scammed. First rule, keep your private keys. Second rule, if it sounds too good, it probably isn't that good. Just cover yourself in with that one. So if someone promises something like if you buy for X amount of dollar merch, you will get X amount of Bitcoin in return. Don't buy it. By reasons, more than likely it's going to be a scam.
Yeah, nobody's giving away stuff for free, guys. Nobody's giving away crypto for free. Don't give your crypto to anybody. You know, even when you're going to an exchange, you're really just giving your crypto to yourself in a different format, you know, whether it's fiat currency because you need to do something or you're trading coins, that's your money because you have your keys on whatever, if you're using a proper exchange. And I want to talk about an exchange here in a minute, but that's yours. Don't give your Bitcoin to anybody. Don't give it to anybody. Don't give your cryptocurrency to anybody. It's yours. Hold on to it. You know, swap it, trade it, whatever else. Peer-to-peer, sell it. But don't. Yeah. Oh wow. If I give him one Bitcoin, he's gonna give me like 5 back. Yeah. Elon Musk is gonna do that. Yeah.
It's an increase of 500%.
Oh, Elon Musk is not going to give anybody 5 Bitcoin if you give him 1. He's not going to do that. Elon Musk is slick as anybody else out there. He told y'all to go to buy Dogecoin and went out and bought like billions worth of of Bitcoin. He's not stupid. He was like, look over there, gank.
Well, that's actually a very good scam, which is probably one a lot of corporate identities are planning to implement here. By reason, they're probably going to try to promote something like Dogecoin, for example, and in the meantime, get people hyped up and then buy cheap another coin which was, well, on sale because a lot of people sold off, for example, their Bitcoin, which happened with Elon Musk's tweet about the Dogecoin. There were a lot of stupid people exchanging their very solid Bitcoin towards Dogecoin. He simply bought up all the Bitcoin and, well, the rest remained with the shitcoin. So that's also a form of a scam. So watch out with it. Makes part of a pump and dump scheme.
Nice. Yeah, indeed. So, yeah, there's that. Are ETH gas fees high only when swapping tokens, or are they also high when you're moving ETH between wallets? Transaction fees are transaction fees are reasonable. Gas fees are what kind of ugly. Transaction fees tend to be not so bad. They're a bit high, but it's not like painful high. Just make sure if you're doing your stuff, like I said, if it's not a large amount of money, leave it on leave it on exchange. I got money on exchanges. I'm not gonna say how much, but it's like it's not worth trying to hack. If someone wants trying to hack my exchange, it's like it's like you deserve that. That's how much money it is for me. I'd be mad, but I'd just be like, oh, I guess he earned it, man. He went through a lot of work with all the all the authentication he had to go through, to get my to get my stuff. But when it gets to a certain level, I transfer it off. So yeah. And the fees aren't expensive. They're not like painful where I'm like, dang. Oh man, that hurts. So yeah. But those gas fees, dude.
All depends on how much you have. So yeah, in the end, it doesn't really matter.
As a new crypto beginner, do you recommend using Trezor T or the Nano S ledger when exchanging coins from Zotus? I still don't know what Zotus is, but I mean, I use the Trezor T and I have a Nano S. This is my Trezor Model T. I have a Nano Ledger S. I divide up my coins between like the two, so I don't have them all in one spot, and so yeah. I mean, there's no problem with both. The Nano Ledger had like a little problem, a little security breach, but they lost. I mean, they lost user information that allowed like them to be contacted. Some users to be contacted directly by hackers who were making like threats or like fake calls and emails and whatnot. But in terms of like actually cracking the the cold wallet itself, there's been no such leaks. Yeah.
Yeah, only when it concerns customer service, Trezor at this point hasn't gotten a hack. So that point, Ledger has minor points, but the hardware itself is quite solid. So both are equally good. And in a few months, I'll enter into a bear market.
Yeah. Question. So a lot of people are saying that the bull market is going to end in a few months. We will enter into a bear market, but the amount of people getting involved in crypto is only getting higher. There's two of two. If more people are getting into crypto, isn't that going to prevent a bear market from happening?
Yes and no. All depends on how they approach crypto. If, for example, those who get into it are hodlers, so buy up the coins and have them, not going to say physically, but stored on a hardware wallet or on their own profile or in private wallets or on exchanges, but have their name attached to it, well, the bear market isn't going to happen because there's a lot of scarcity. However, and that's a trend I have noticed, a lot of people aren't really big on ownership of the coins and actually trade with something like Webull, Robinhood, and other options, other platforms who deal with options. And that's one of the predictions I'm going to make starting from next week, because the month will be over. A lot of those options are going to be closed by reason that they are going to expire in trades. So what you will have is, well, a temporary uptick during the month, a little bull run, so to speak, where people start investing indirectly through these platforms into cryptocurrency. Platforms, well, will buy up a certain amount of coins, keep it in their own holding, and simply start selling off shares or options of it. And by the end of the month, like what is going to occur now, you will see that those trades are going to be closed and we will have a sudden correction occurring. And that's something I noticed too, since corporate money is getting involved. That's a new trend, that each time at the beginning of the month, there will be an uptick by trades being opened and a downtick or a correction at the end of the month. It happened in January, February. Pretty sure this month it is going to happen once again. Now, much more important is looking at the total trend, total value, which is still going upward. When that will end, might be the case in a few months. Me, I'm pretty sure, well, it will keep on going, but when it will end, I honestly have no immediate idea. All depends on how business and corporate are going to, well, adapt and get involved with the coins. There's now, well, not much mainstream movement, I dare say. We had some quite big players, but now most are dealing with options and trades. So don't know what your opinion is, but that's one of the
I mean,
observations I made.
this is another reason why I say guys should join like the crypto mindset course. They talk about this in there. Obviously, there's always going to be a bear market. But right now, in terms of a few months, I don't see it happening. Not in a few months. There's no way. Allah knows best. Anything can happen. But the way the market's looking right now, dude, the market is on fire. And with so many projects and everything coming online, it's only going to climb for most of this year.
Mm-hmm.
I would say we're looking at a bear market maybe next year. But this year, I just don't. In 3 months, no way. I mean,
3 months is short.
That's really short, dude. We're gonna see climbs, and we're gonna see a lot of progression in the next 3 months. Is what we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see a lot of change. We're gonna see a lot of people, make some life-changing money, and even if a bear market happens, you should have a bear market strategy. So you need a bull market strategy. You have a bear market strategy. There's no reason to be in a loss or panic or anything just because a bear market happens. A bear market is an opportunity to consolidate, and actually collect yourself a lot of crypto on discount. So, because it's not going to end. It's not going to last. This is the thing is like when you, and this is like, it's kind of a faulted question. And I'll explain why. Are you looking at the project or are you looking at the profit? I mean, obviously we want to make a profit, and I want to make a profit too, but I'm looking at the projects also. So I'm invested in coins I believe in. You see what I mean? So these are projects that actually have a use. There are projects that have like a solid white paper, and they're actually in development or they're actually in practice right now. So the technology is going to constantly progress as people continue to use the blockchain technology that's driving our profits. Like, I'm not saying go out and buy it. I'm just saying LBC. I don't buy LBC. It's not a pitch for LBC. LBC is like, it's like what, 20 something cents. It's not making a lot of money. Although they did give me like $130. It was crazy. They just gave it to me. So anyway, that coin is not going anywhere because that project is not going anywhere. And so as long as that project is running and it's running well, it's obviously not going to crash or disappear tomorrow or tonight or whatever else. It's probably just going to keep growing because it keeps getting better. And so that coin is going to stay in pace with that project. So if you're worried about like a bear market, then I would say stop going with shit coins. Because that's where you're gonna get burned, a little, I 30x my 2 cent coin. Yeah, and then bear market hits and like you're broke, you don't have any money now. I mean, I mean,
it's mostly looking at the use case. LBC has decent use. Basic attention token has decent use. It's not going to evaporate or disappear somewhere and suddenly. That's one of the reasons why I actually started my series Crypto Bull, so another live stream where I do live stream analysis. It is just to underline that importance, to underline the use cases of a variety of projects. And naturally, the ones that I put up or am doing, those are coins I know next to nothing about, and I simply explore live with everyone watching at that point in time. But at this point in time, I haven't really had a bad project. I know they are out there, but I tend to let the community decide. And when there's an active community, it tends to indicate there is some solid use case. So I might probably try once to put in a very bad coin without a use case, just to show everyone like that's a bad coin, a shit coin, a real shit coin, not something where they're trying to scam or which has low value only. So
yeah. Y'all should check out a low cap gem called Nano Yield Finance. Yeah. There's only 300 members. I've been looking at this whole time. That's why I'm like looking on the screen all crazy. Hold on, let me share my screen here. My friend, I can't mess with your Dino coin. I'm sorry, bro. I'm gonna show you why. First off, here we are on CoinGecko, And we're looking here at this is the first time I've ever seen this message. I've never seen this message before. But it said, kindly be aware that liquidity provided in automated market platforms, Uniswap, SushiSwap, blah, 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 and this is over like PancakeSwap, I believe, can be removed, also known as rug pulling, resulting in a collapse of available liquidity. Please exercise caution when trading. This notice is not directed at any project in particular, although I've never seen this on any page before today. So it's more of a cautionary reminder to its user. Market cap.
Okay.
Unknown.
No investors. Probably
24-hour trading volume, 427,000.
About that, now with the proclamation there on CoinGecko, it reminds me of something. There's a new Twitter account I'm following called War on Rugs. It's crypto based, and what these guys are doing is actually trying to warn people about a rug pull, so about new projects, a little bit like probably Jurassic Farm here, which are trying to do a rug pull. That's a kind of scam where they try to attract investors. And as soon as the coin is launched, the developers entirely stop the project, take offline the website, and actually take a run with all the money. And the coin will remain in existence, but with many, angry investors remaining and trying to get their money back and probably trying to indulge in another.
I mean, look at this.
The coin.
Jurassic Farm price today is 166 with a 24-hour trading volume of $472,000. Dino is down 28.9% in the last 24 hours. It has a circulating supply of 0 Dino coins.
That's a rock.
And a max supply of 186,000. PancakeSwap is the current dude. You trying to get fleeced, man.
And he's on max. How old is it?
24 hours. It's like a day old.
Nah,
max is like since yesterday. There's 0 circulating supply. Their Twitter is a mess also because their Twitter doesn't say anything. Let's say here. It says here, core floor goose farm on the Binance chain. We have created an automatically increasing price floor triggered by deposits. What?
Yeah, that's nothing saying.
Yeah, they said absolutely nothing with that. So,
that's one of those sentences I tend to burn down a variety of projects on. They tend to give some long-winded, more, complex description of their coin, but to me, that's the very first indication.
Oh, he's saying that's not it.
It's a scam, period.
Well, that's not it. Oh, okay, he's saying that's not it. You have to send me the website, bro, because that's the only Dino I could find. Appreciate that info question. Which websites do you purchase your coins with less fees? Because I live in the USA and it's hard for me to get coins with less fees. Try and use the pro version of any of the exchanges, like Coinbase. Use Coinbase Pro. You pay less fees. It's a little bit more complicated, but it's manageable. Yeah,
it's more solid.
Yeah. So just do that. Just use like Coinbase Pro. You got the Binance. You can, go over to the Pro version, like, to flip with the charts and everything. You just got to set your buy, sell, all that stuff. The fees are cheaper. Yeah. But if you're just, doing it the easy way, then you pay the easy way price.
Yeah. The other advantage with a Pro version, if you're a really rich guy, you can up a little bit the stakes with the Pro version. They have implemented certain limits on the, general average accounts. I believe it was somewhere $5,000 or something at max per day. If you go Pro and you've got a big business, you can up that one quite big. Not that many needed, but yeah.
Sorry, 1 second.
Dino Yield Finance.
I'm looking here, but I'm just seeing the same thing.
Yeah. That they changed it a little bit tends to.
No, it's the same one. I went to the website, bro. It's the same one. They just changed their icons and logos. That's all. It's just different. Yeah.
Okay, I've got Dino Finance here. Yeah, okay, it's going to be the same. It was launched in 2018. I'm suspecting it was delisted because of a rug pull, and now relaunched as a new one, but probably with the same developers, same things. So
Yeah,
I wouldn't trust it all too much.
bro, stay within like the top 150 coins, man. I don't know. I wouldn't mess with a lot of that stuff unless you're like, flipping coins or whatever else like really fast. You're like, get that little quick spike that all those new coins making and jump out or whatever else, just sucker them and take it and turn it into whatchamacallit, and then turn it into Bitcoin or something or Ethereum. Yeah, but otherwise, I'm not messing with stuff like that, bro. I mean, yeah. Who are their backers? I mean, when I go to the website, look, hold on, I'm gonna go to the website here again. Where did I do that window? They have no backers. Who are the developers? None of this stuff is like on the site.
Yeah, when I do the live stream, I try to look a little bit at the developers or get some names, even though I'm not entirely familiar with all developers in the field and what their credits are. An indication of their names that you can easily Google tends to be a very big point for the legitimacy of the project. If it lacks,
there's nothing. Who the developers are. There's no list of the devs. There's no lists of any projects that they're working on. Nobody who's backing them in their projects. Like, let's say BAT, Basic Attention Coin. BAT is backed by Sony. Sony's involved with BAT. They've got a pretty well-known development team. So I mean, Google's involved with BAT. Who's involved with Dino? You see what I'm saying? So you got to look at these type of things before you get involved with these things. What's the actual project? You don't want to put a bunch of money in, and basically what they're doing is they're siphoning off people's cash when they jump in, and then you're stuck with like a coin that you can't offload anywhere because you got suckered. I don't know, bro. Send it to me on Twitter, man. No, I close my DMs on Twitter because weirdos. Send it to me on the chat on my website. Send it to me on the chat on my website. The live chat's there. You can send it on the live chat on my website.
I'm trying to get you.
Do you stake your DOT and use it to participate in new DOT ecosystem projects auctions? No. Right now I'm hodling DOT.
Me, I do stake part of DOT on one of the exchanges. So yeah, me partially, I do so. I believe it's 30% or something from my total investment that I made. Yeah, I have still a majority of DOT tokens, but a part is for sustaining the DOT ecosystem.
Yeah. Sorry, this guy's back with the Dino thing. CFC. Yes, that is the same people. The one I just showed on CoinGecko, that's the same one. It's just a different logo. It's the exact same guys. Welcome to Dino. Yeah, hold on, give me a second. All right, let's dive into this. Talking about scams or whatever else. I'm not saying this coin is a scam. It's just it doesn't look good. But let me do this screen share. Share screen.
Yeah, from what I saw at this point in time, even the little research here, I don't trust it at all.
So what is Dino?
Badly edited.
Yeah.
It's not a good sign.
Ah, darn it. What the? This thing jumps around crazy. Buyers and sellers pay a tax 10% slippage. This tax is redistributed to the holders. 6% share between all holders. What?
2% is burned. Yeah, right.
Yeah, but how are they paying people off the slippage? That doesn't even make sense. Already, it's like a lot of this terminology is being misused.
Yeah, good marketing team.
Yeah.
MetaMask, not something I entirely trust when it concerns such small projects.
Who's doing Dino fair tokens? Wait, but let's go down here. Where to buy it? Tokens.
Only on DeFi. Huh?
What is Dino? Where to buy and sell? Dino contract. Show me the chart. Transparency communication. Follow us on Twitter. Who's the development team? Why is there no development team on the website? What's this? Why do they got a pullover tab just for that? Contact?
Nope.
That's really dodgy. Already off the bat, you got nobody to go back to, nobody to look at in terms of development. Who's the devs of this? This is like blockchain 101. Who is the dev? Who are the devs?
Yeah, also I'm also quite big on seeing a white paper. There is no white paper.
They're using a lot of terms here, and they're not. Yeah, sorry, bro. And they're not really saying anything.
Now, additionally, what I would like to add, if your coin is only listed on a DeFi or a decentralized exchange, do not trust it. By reason, on a decentralized exchange, you can easily apply to get your project involved, but it also implies there's no real, how to say, auditing of your project. So that makes it all the more sketchy, especially if I see it's on a Pancake Swap, which is already a decentralized exchange I do not trust wholeheartedly, despite others telling me otherwise. So watch out with it.
Okay. So listen to this now. Slippage. Slippage is what happens when traders have to settle for a different price than what they initially requested due to a movement in price between the time of the order enters the market and the execution of the trade. That's the slippage.
Bullshit.
That's the slippage, right? So this phenomenon can occur on all markets. Now, what do they say? Buyers and sellers pay tax. 10% slippage. The terminology is being used already. They're just throwing out fancy words that doesn't even make sense. And then they're saying slippage is a tax. It's not a tax. It's just basically, we know that the markets move on a minute to hour micro. That's why bots are so amazing, because bots can catch like microsecond trades. So you put in a trade at like, I don't know, 10 Bitcoin, and Bitcoin went to 4 Bitcoin. And in between there, you got 6 or something because of the slippage. The time between when you sent in your trade and the trade was actually executed. I'm being extreme here, but you get the point.
Mhm.
That's not a tax. That's not, they're saying slippage is a tax. They're saying here, this tax, meaning slippage, is redistributed to the holders. How is that even possible? It's not possible. They're literally saying something that cannot happen. I wouldn't put my money in this.
Yeah, you know what this reminds me of? In the, was it 70s or 80s, there was some kind of scam and exploit in the central banking system, where between transactions, there's sometimes a roundup when it concerns value with dollars, euros, etc. And some people, with the introduction of the very first, ATMs, decided to make use of this exploit of this rounding up, down, or upwards. And they transferred the literal cents towards their own bank account. Now, what is implied is that those cents, millions of transactions a day, amounted to millions and millions of euros and dollars being transferred towards their account, so they got highlighted. Now, what this Dino gives me the impression is trying to pull off a likewise scam. However, because it's not possible doing so with the traditional coins like Ethereum and Bitcoin, they actually developed their own coin, mainly Dino, in order to enable to have this scam rooted. So this slippage, well, for starters, like Abuamerican said, it's bullshit. Secondly, it's like the strategy I mentioned. It's really a project about, well, the differences between round up or round down and pocketing the difference by making use of the coin. And that's what their whole project is about. So I would stay off first try.
Yeah, look, let me show you this right here. This is an application I used to find the cheapest gas prices in my neighborhood, up to 10 kilometers away. So you see the gas prices, right? So I say, oh, look, diesel is going for 125. I get in my car and I drive down the street. And when I get to the gas station, it's not 125, it's 130. I look in the app and it's changed. That is slippage, basically. That's a classic example of slippage. Now, that difference between, and gas prices change according to times here in Germany. You will literally, at peak times when people are coming home from work, gas prices are the highest. On Sundays when nobody's working, gas prices are the lowest. But what can happen is, like one time I was driving, I drove past the gas station and diesel was below €1. I turned around, went back, and I literally turned around, went back, and I started gassing up. I was like, why is this so expensive? It jumped to 120 in the time that I turned around and came back. We can call that slippage. How does someone claim that difference?
No one can.
You can't. That's the price difference. That's not just somebody like, oh, well, it's this much, and then I'm going to take that price difference. It doesn't work like that. That's just the value of it rising and falling, and the slippage is between when you actually put in your thing and you actually got it. You put in your buy order and you actually received it. So the terminology they're using already is wrong. They're using fancy terms in a way that's not correct. Dude, stay away from that. No developers, no devs, no nothing. It's like there's no information here. They're saying we do this. Where?
Has fair tokenomics here, right? Since most, who are the users? There's no circulating supply and there's no devs, so fuck it.
Here we go. Dino was built on user demand since most RFI forks, RFI forks, ended in teams dumping tokens and or leaving the project. We decided to bring a solution. We decided to fork this project, with a good strategy for users. Our team has only 5% of the tokens locked for 1 year. What are you even talking about right now?
So that's even better. There's no circulating supply, but they have already 5% locked in their own wallets. Oh, very trustful there. Should look into it. Yeah, I'm not going to burn down the project, but keep away from it.
I'd stay away from that, man, until there's some more transparency and clarity. And this is now right here. You see how they show like MetaMask, PancakeSwap, Binance. I don't know what Love Paper is. This is like normally like, all right, let's do this. Let's do this. AT coin. Let's just go here. Is this their website? Where's their website?
Yeah, that's probably the first one, no?
Is it? Let's see. Yeah, okay, here. So, boom, first off thing you can find. Who's the team? You know who the devs are. You know who the team is. You know what I mean?
Important. You get direct links towards the Twitter, LinkedIn, and other social media.
You can contact these people. You can follow them. You see who they are. In the overview, you get all this information, how it works. They're very clear. What do they do? How does it do it? Hold on. See, here you go. Boom. People involved in the projects, or these are actually the networks, the exchanges. These are those who are involved with the project. NPR, LA Times, The Guardian, Vimeo. These aren't small names. DuckDuckGo. They are involved in the project themselves, because what happens, basic attention token, you get paid the advertising dollars. It doesn't go to some marketing company or, Facebook. They sell your information and then they get paid by marketers and you get nothing. Vimeo, The Guardian, NPR, LA Times, they are the marketers and all the money goes directly. Well, not all the money, but you get paid for looking at their commercials. You know who's behind the project and who's involved with it. When you look at or what was that thing called? Dino coin?
Yeah, Dino coin.
Who's there? BAT utility. You can get real solid information here. Who they're involved with, where they are, all these types of stuff. That site you're on, bro, real dodgy, man, with those guys. Yeah,
this is a prime example why I'm doing the Crypto Bull, to highlight these factors, to highlight these differences between a good project and, a scam, really. So I'm still quite hot to finally have a decent scam that I can analyze and burn to the ground. But up until this point, the community decides. So
I mean,
much more popular projects.
I wouldn't say it's a scam. I don't know, because it looks really like a scam, though.
I dare say it is.
Yeah, I just don't want to say it. I'm just saying, but I'm gonna have to fight some weirdo who pops up. They use my coins a scam.
I know I profiled myself as an educator, but I have no trouble at all calling something a scam or a shit project.
Yeah,
and I'm actually surprised I haven't gotten any more flack or a bad rap because of it. Probably because I'm too small at this point in time.
Yeah. Where should I put? Where should I put my 12-word paper seed phrase or keep it straight? 1 second. Let me get you something here. Let me see if I can find it. What's it called?
Well, if I may, I might answer that question.
Yeah, go ahead.
With my tips. First, laminate it, so put it in plastic form if you've written it down in the correct order. Why? Paper and ink paper is easily tearable. Ink can fade easily. If you put it in a plastic wrapping, it makes it more robust for use. Then, we're keeping it safe. Well, especially in a place where only you know where it is, but no one else can touch it. For example, I'm currently here in my room and I see, well, a high. What's the word again in English? Damn. Oh,
I got some stuff here. 1 second.
well, a high dresser or a high, well, somewhere high, I'm going to say, where you put your clothes, etc. in on top of it. It's really bad today.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
No
Normal
problem.
language is not better.
I have something like this right here. Actually, this is what I have.
That's
right
also
here.
a very good thing.
Yeah. So basically, what this is let me see. I can only find sales pages, guys. Oops, you guys can't see that screen, can you? Hold on 1 second, I guess. So anyway, you can't see the screen because it opens up a new one. This thing, what it is, like it's a little metal like wallet, and it opens up, and you got these little mini letters, and you just put your numbers inside there. You know what I mean? There's a whole bunch of different solutions. This is similar. It's just cylindrical. You put the words down. I wouldn't mess with that personally. This one, it can hold 12 to 24. Each one holds 12. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4 rows, 3 rows of 4, 12 on each side, 12 on this side, 12 on this side. So if you keep 12 or 24 words, you can keep it inside here, and it actually locks. So you see that little hole inside here? I don't know if you guys can see it since it's so small. It locks with an actual padlock. Obviously, you can cut the padlock, but it's just, to prevent like the average, person from getting it. You can also get one of these things here where basically it's like you can engrave or like here with a stamp, stamp it into a sheet of metal. That's what that basically is. So I mean, there's several options. There it is. You got entire kits. 24 euros is nothing, man. It's like free. And basically you get a 12 word whatchamacallit? Sheets of metal. Fireproof. You engrave it on there. Unless it's to the point where it will melt the metal. That thing's, it's safe. But I personally use a version of this one right here. It's like similar to this. And this thing is, I mean, I can't tell you, it's solid metal. It's crazy how heavy that thing is. You're gonna have to get crucible hot to melt that thing. So, that's what I use personally.
Yeah,
I've got
a few paper wallets. Still planning. I should actually come around to get one of those metal engravers, but I laminated my piece of paper and hid it in a place only I know where it is. Not going to tell where. But I put it in a convenient place that I have immediate access, but no one else knows where it is.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's different things you can get here. Like, this is like mine right here. Crypto Steel. That's it right there. That's the one I have. Crypto Steel. So, yeah.
Yeah, I know about a Belgian company also called Engrave. They've got something like that, but even more secure with a special handheld combination hardware wallet. It's quite expensive. I know it's about 500 euros. But it comes with metal engraving that is being locked once again with a digital hardware wallet. But you will be needing both to access your funds. So yeah, you should probably look into it. Quite expensive, but one of the most secure wallets that I know of at this current date, and probably the most secure in the world at this point in time.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, we're up an hour already. We didn't even really get to talk about scams like we wanted to, but we had a good example of one right there with that whole Dino thing. That my friend, man, seriously, yeah, be careful with that, man. Seriously, be careful with that. That looks really dodgy. Go around and look at actual real projects, BAT. BAT is a good example because it's like, it's been on the rise for a little while. I have a little bit of money in BAT. I've made a nice, decent, win on it. Was it BAT or was it something else? I have to look at my phone. Whatever. I think I cashed out my BAT actually.
Yeah, BAT is making rounds, I'm going to say, because they were being listed on some kind of major exchange, and I know their price suddenly increased tremendously.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Yeah, I jumped out of bat. It's like 112 now. It was at like almost at $2. It was $2 something when I jumped out. Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, no, it wasn't at $2. Sorry. Engine is at $2. I'm still in Engine. So yeah, check that stuff out, dudes, when you go into your whatchamacallit. Really deep dive into, look deeply into these coins, what they do, who's behind it, all this type of stuff, what it actually does. Make sure dudes ain't selling you kooky information, the slippage is a tax. It's like, wait, what? Price differences is a tax? You know, it's just the weirdest thing. Like someone saying they're going to tell you the price difference between Oreos, like Doritos and Pringles. That's a tax, and we're gonna pay you that difference.
It's goofy marketing, really.
It's like, what? They're betting on people, being ignorant. So, just know your terminology, know your stuff. Do some research into this. I can't say it enough, guys. And it's not affiliated right now. The next chance you get to get in, like, the crypto mindset course, dude, get in that thing, because it covers all of this in detail to a point. It's like, dude, yeah, I wouldn't have known what to look for there if I hadn't been for this course. Looked it up. I mean, he covers this in detail, looking up these, like, these scammy coins and whatnot. And there's going to be a lot more of this as the markets heat up even more, because it's money and people are going to look for ways to steal it from you.
It's traditional. It's with every bull run. You can see it quite clearly. Bull run 2017, just look at the amount of coins and projects being launched around that date during the very first bull run. And simply look now, starting how many projects have been incepted since September, October 2020, when the bull run commenced. Just look at that, and, well, you can draw your own conclusions.
Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. And then we're going to close out the show here, but I got to do this. All right. So. Oops, I almost hit the wrong button. I almost removed myself from the show. Yeah, guys, so thanks for tuning in. Good to be back. Sorry we didn't actually get to talk about what we wanted to talk about. We just answered some questions and whatnot. As for me, my live schedule is back on track for this upcoming week. I canceled all my live shows last week so I could focus on the crypto mindset. I'm still behind on the courses and the classes. There's about 4 more I got to watch. They're about an hour to 2 hours each. It's very intense, guys. It's not like a joke. It's not like something you could just sit there and, like, you have to focus on this stuff, and it hurts your brain. And if you missed the beginning of the show, like I said, it's like YouTube and all this other stuff is like, it's like McDonald's for the brain. It's like very easy, fast consummation. This is like some really studious type of stuff, but it's very good. But I should have time to actually maintain my live schedule this upcoming week and still study. So everything's back on track. Next show is going to be OG Logic on Tuesday. I actually got a guest. I decided to have somebody on, so I took a random guy from Twitter. If you want to come on, let me know. Hit me up on Twitter. We'll have I'll just bring guys on. I don't care. I'm just gonna do something different, since my YouTube channel's been growing so fast. Thanks to everybody who's been advertising me out there, man. It's just like, it's been, numbers been climbing. I can't wait to get on Fresh and Fit show. It's gonna be really good for the numbers, and, like, for some, whatever else, Myron show. I'm invited to come on, so I just need to get over to Florida and get over there. Man, it'd be awesome if I could get on with, what's his name? What's that guy's name? Kevin Samuels. That would be awesome if he could be there. I got to shake that guy's hand. So anyhow, thanks for tuning in, guys. You got anything, Dimitri, you want to drop?
Well, yeah. Just a little notice. Both me and Abuamerican are on Odyssey Libri TV. For each watch we get, naturally we earn a little bit of Libri coins. So if you want to rewatch the episode, can do it through YouTube, but would be more awesome for Abuamerican to do it through Odyssey, because at that point in time he gets some extra Libri coins. So yeah. And well, they're quite with my channel. I know it's mostly spoken in Dutch, but Crypto Bull is in English. And, well, it details a little bit about the current team we're dealing with, and would like to have some additional views also.
I almost forgot. Check out the shirt on Dimitri there. Blockchain Bros. You can get that on my Gumroad.
Yeah, don't forget the other side.
Yeah, this is Abuamerican channel. You go ahead and grab that shirt, man. It's on my Gumroad. Guys, I can't do anything about the price. It's fulfilled by, like, it's an automatic, like, t-shirt printer, so I don't order like 20,000 t-shirts, whatever else, But yeah, go ahead and grab it. I'm gonna get one for the next show.
It's a good investment.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys on the next show, and we are out.